Hello single Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Tony and this is going to be your May love relationships reading. For those of you who have their birthday at the final 10 days of this month, happy birthday to you. This reading is for anyone that has a placement in the sign of Gemini, such as Ascendant, Sun or Moon. Also, please be aware, it's a general reading. Take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest behind. In this reading, I'm gonna check what opportunities you would have, for example, to have a special someone approaching you, make a special love offer to anyone, everything to do with your love relationships and around. So, let's have a look, Gemini, what this month of May has in store for you. And so, general energy for your period is actually the Hermit, which it's indicative for most likely being a way of dating, keeping time to yourself, or at least finding time in solitude to go through your eternal world, your eternal needs, whatever is important to you in relationships. For example, what is your potential in relationships? All things that are to do with you not being so involved with other people, so to speak. And then you have 10 of Wands in an upright position, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Sun. And when we talk about the beginning of the month, for the right here and now position, you have the Ace of Wands. There is passion that is missing in your life, most likely, and your attention is drawn to how can you have a passionate new beginning, how can you bring back let's say fun, outgoing, and more fun in your life. Together with the Hermit, this is an indication that most likely this passionate new beginning is what is of your concern. How you can get there, how can you attract things to yourself, or literally how can you start something new, a new romance, a new relationship, a new anything that can bring passion back into your life, Gemini. And I'm saying that you are monitoring for yourself these options on a very private and personal level, because most of you are still under the influence of heaviness, stagnation from before, something that it's about to end, most likely in the very same month. But still, there is some pressure around you when it comes to, once again, passion, faith, belief, action. Just be aware that this is the end of a cycle that have probably gave you the impression that things are not moving forward the way that you desire, you are making no progress, and so on. With the Ace of Wands, as you most likely know the saying, when you close a door, you open a window. And this is what I see for you. And this opening of a window, so to speak, it's up to you, literally. It's like you need to be on the same page with this new beginning. It sounds a little bit like the law of attraction, but it is inside of you the ability to understand that what needs to end needs to be put to an end in order to open the space for this new chapter that you are so much interested in, Gemini. And you might be facing another issue due to the same stagnation from before, dating, relationships, disappointment, love affairs and romantic affairs that didn't go the right way. In a way, it might be giving you the impression that you are not quite on your own, like you're not able to recognize what inside of you is the key. For example, what is the authentic self that you need to recognize in order to literally be successful in the dating scene? It's like the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's an indication that first you might get frustrated or angry because of, things are not happening as you wish, as the passion, the excitement is really not such a big part of your present situation, at least at the beginning of the month. And of course, it's an energy that it's talking about additional fears recognized, or the inability to attract the things that you really desire. Queen of Wands in upright position is someone that it's exactly that. Someone that recognizes their uniqueness, their authenticity, and based on that, attracting all the good fortune, all the desired outcomes, because they are who they are, appreciate it, embrace it, and of course, attract whatever they need. But the good news is you also have the Sun. And the Sun is not only the most positive card in the tarot, but it's also one being awakened for a brand new self, for a brand new understanding of self. It's like this pressure cooker that you might find yourself around in this period, at least the first half, can actually provoke a completely different awareness to do with who are you now, what is important to you, how can you grow on the dating scene, like how can you get to what you really desire. It's of course, one of the ways is investigating your eternal world, but another option, of course, it's for you to just be, let's say, positive for a reason. What I mean is that the Sun energy can really help you put some light on the things that are bothering you and preventing you to move forward, or everything that it's, in a way, not helping you to be who you are and attract the outcome that you desire. The Sun, it's also the support of the divine for you to really realize this new self emerging from within, that can really be the magnet for not only positive outcome, growth, and abundance in any area of your life, but it can be a magnet to this passionate new beginning, Gemini. It's like, again, the law of attraction. If you can believe it, if you can raise your frequency to that awareness, you 100% are going to be able to attract it. So, in a way, there is opportunity for you in this period, going through, getting out of anything that it's not supporting you in finding out your highest potential, so to speak, in the dating scene, into the relationships happenings, to really get this brand new awareness and attract to yourself much more passion and excitement, Gemini. Let me see what else I can read for you. Show me everything else that Gemini needs to know about the upcoming month of May. And so, the Hermit is being clarified by Three of Pentacles in upright position. 10 of Wands is being clarified by the Justice in upright position too. Queen of Wands is clarified by the Chariot in upright position. And then the Sun is being clarified by 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And final outcome for you is actually 2 of Wands in an upright position. Gemini, it's like all the signs before you that I made the readings for, it's having a very twisted set of energies, and you are now no difference to them, because it's like up and down, up and down, up and down. But in your case, the exit, the final position, the final outcome of the month of May is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is an indication of you being proactive to something that you know what that is. You hold it in your mind, you hold it in your heart or in your hand, but nevertheless you're quite keen on how to get exactly what you want. This month of May, I believe, is going to be a period for you to really get clear on what is going to make you happy, what is going to bring excitement into your life. Should it be a love affair, another one, or should it be meaningful relationships? It's really up to you, and it's really up to how you balance the stress and the disappointments from before. Justice card in an upright position on top of the Ten of Wands, it's indication that now is the right time, and you're gonna get justice to your actions if you do just that. Go over what was, keeping you down in the dating scene before, what disappointed you, and going through this, not so easy to go through emotions, so to speak, or happenings from the past. Believe that you are able to balance things up, and whatever you recognize as, let's say, a blockage or a stop sign, just use, the clear intentions that you are gathering this period as the sort of the justice person, and cut these ties to whatever was holding you down. It's like clear understanding of how you can balance your life, your situation, your emotional world is gonna help you to literally remove whatever is holding you down. And since this is a 10 and this is 11, it's like you're one step away from really making significant progress, at least when it comes to preventing yourself from being dragged down by disappointments from your past. And the Queen of Wands in reverse, of course, about your authenticity and about your true recognition of who you are. It's clarified by the Chariot. The Chariot is card of success, card of victory, overcoming whatever you might find as, let's say, as a lack in you to be, really fearless, and someone that really recognizes the virtues, the qualities, the uniqueness that they carry on. And this is the energy that is going to help you to move out of this, Queen of Wands in reverse energy, because you need to literally face your fears with this energy and understand for yourself that they are not as scary as they might present themselves on a certain level. This is the breakthrough moment from which you can actually aim for whatever you want to claim as yours. A new recognized identity to not be worried about, authenticity that it's yours and no one else's, and the ability to attract whatever circumstances or conditions, people, situations, anything that you would like to have around, Gemini. The Chariot is also a card of Cancer, and you might feel, most likely around the middle of the month, you might find yourself thinking about home, emotional security, having a strong foundation in terms of you being partnered with someone that can provide this for yourself, or to understand on your own, let's say, on your own basis, that you can be, strong in your foundation, although if there is no one around, like a partner or relationships in that matter. It's really your authenticity that can point you to what is the best for you in this period. But let me tell you that the month of May is going to be very, very dynamic when it comes to relationships, since we're going to be starting to see the first result after the eclipse season, after 6th of May. And so things are really not so easy to predict when it comes to relationships, because my humble opinion is that many people are gonna struggle with recognizing their authenticity, especially in the month of May. There are so many things happening for all of us on so many levels that this is really not a surprise. And so be patient to yourself and know that whatever you need to be out of your life is really up to you, and any action that you put in that direction will be justified by the results. It's like you're gonna get the results that you need, cutting things that are holding you down. And then back to the sun energy. This is the new awareness that you're gonna most likely adopt or recognize for yourself at some point, more to the final 10 days. And no surprise, because some part of you, Gemini, are actually going to be having your birthday the last 9-10 days of the month of May. And what is the sun, really? The sun is the awareness of one. And when you have, for example, when you are born in the sign of Gemini, when the sun comes back in your sign is the time when you actually can fully understand and recognize anything that it's about you, that it's about your identity, your awareness of self, your understanding of who you are right here, right now. The first 20 days of the month, actually, the sun is going to be to the furthest away point of your zodiac wheel, being your 12th house, in the house of Taurus. This is for the Gemini rising, of course. So don't push yourself to be, awaken so much, so bright, so strong in your beliefs before the sun enters your sign, Gemini, because then you're going to utilize the natural flow of the positive energy of the sun in any area of your life in that matter, and then it's going to come natural to you to understand yourself better, to be aware of your needs in a much better, stronger, and vivid way, so to speak. And this, of course, might put a light on why you feel sometimes that the material happiness, abundance, your happy family, your happy partnerships are like always like near you, but never yours. It's like you almost can touch it, you can almost feel it, but you can never, or not at least in this period, put your hands on it. It's like you're going to be aware of what is really your happiness, how does it feel like, how does it taste, and you're going to be aware, most likely, how to turn this energy in a reverse and have it this time for real, tangible, with you in your life, Gemini. It's like if you struggle in this period, especially not being able to really recognize your needs, emotional needs, your need to be happy or how to get there, be aware that this month is also providing you with support under the form of people or circumstances, but real ones that are really willing to support you in your journey of discovery of who you are and how to be more happy, more satisfied in your love relationships. Literally, Three of Pentacles, it's providing you a piece of advice, the support, tangible support in any approach that you might have to this questioning yourself, trying to recognize, trying to find, trying to really be aware of what would make you happy in the love relationships area. I believe that this month of May is providing you with a lot of opportunity to cut ties with things that are holding you down, with the inability to show exactly who you are underneath, and attract victory, so to speak, or success in your love relationships area on the fact that you are really who you are and no one else, not pretending, not, appreciating yourself. And at the same time, it's gonna give you this strong sense of recognizing really the happiness that you want to have, the real happiness that you want to have in your life. And I believe that the summer is going to be very, very dynamic for you, because Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, well, this is bringing us to the Three of Wands energy, and this is really someone that is expecting positive outcome based on the actions or the dynamics that they organize for themselves into the area of their love relationships. So Gemini, is really up to you in this case. And let me know how you feel about this reading. I am really happy when I read your comments, and whatever you might recognize for yourself in that reading, I also wanted to tell you, be aware. True love can happen anytime, any moment, any place. That's what I have for you. Thank you for your time, Gemini.